Hey, we ready? Mics are hot?
Mics are hot.
Hey,
It's like we're professionals or something.
listen, everybody just gotta go with the flow, okay?
You're not wrong. I
They
agree.
just, I think that they appreciate the realism here.
I do. I think.
And until we start getting studio money, it's gonna be like this.
I think we're gonna studio money soon. Let's do some
Yeah,
studio
I just
money.
said until we get it, it's gonna be like this. And even after that, I ain't bougie, so it's still gonna be like this.
I think we should do. I forgot to put the intro on. That's fine. Whatever.
Oh, that's what you said you was doing, the intro.
Yeah, I did like a 30-second thing. And,
oh no,
and
what happened to our? You're with the Black and White series.
We really can't hear it.
Nicole and John Robert Dusenberry.
Well, you can't hear it because we only one person showed up with headphones this week, and so
yeah, but you can hear it.
Oh, I could have. Yeah. Well, let's just. I'm.
How are we in the studio and we can't hear stuff we play through
we put it on the monitor, but then it would go through our microphone. So it would just.
So then they could hear it when they listening, like the watchers.
It would be like a reverberation.
Oh, okay.
Echoed and all kinds of crazy things.
Well, you guys missed the intro then.
Yeah, we'll do it next week.
Maybe next
or 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now.
Yeah. 2 weeks from now was going to be.
Oh, is this even open? Is this our last show for the new year, or are we going to get that 22nd in?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll talk about it.
I guess we'll see.
Maybe do a Christmas. We were going to do Thanksgiving, but the place was shut down.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right.
Well, all right. So we are doing actually a reflection today on our show and what the show has done and all of those things. We have been around for almost 6 months now from our first episode. Yeah, it was June 24th was our first episode.
Wow, that's really cool. And we've got so many exciting things that are coming up in the future. And first of all, I just want to humbly thank everybody for tuning in. Yep. Thank everybody for listening. Thank everybody for watching on the lives and just being here with us twice a month. And, we appreciate y'all.
Definitely.
Very much. So happy holidays and Merry Christmas. What's up? Tyreek Smooth.
Who's Tyreek?
Oh, it's like somebody I haven't seen in like 8 months, so I had to shout him out.
Hi, Tyreek.
Hey.
How is he? Is he a nice guy?
I don't know.
All right.
I mean, yeah, he's nice.
I came in on.
Most everybody is cool. Most everybody is nice. My cousin Phil is on checking us out for a second. Of course, my favorite G-Dub is on. What up, George? Mike B is here. And then, of course, you guys know that you can call in 216-249-6991. And since we forgot our amazing intro, I'm going to just say, you're here with the Black and White series. It's your girl, none other than E. Nicole, and my awesome. I forgot your Christmas present, but I got you something.
Oh, I got you something too.
Isn't that cool? We weren't even exchanging gifts, and look what we did.
Yeah.
By none other than he likes to be known as John Dusenberry, but I and everybody else knows that we like to call him Dusen B. Applause. Man, not with y'all hands. I want the sound effects in it.
Oh, we actually.
I have not been here, okay?
We actually just bought a brand new thing that we're going to be putting into the studio that will allow us to have like really cool sound effects. And all she has to do is hit a button.
Yes.
So yeah, it's going to be cool.
I've seen them open.
Wow.
They did. We're experimenting with them right now.
Very cool.
It is very cool. I'm super happy about it.
So I'm okay. Great. Carry on.
Okay, so we actually have we're reflecting like the last 6 months. What we've done as a show, how much fun we've had, how much we've talked about things, how much.
How much fun have we had?
I think we've had quite a bit of fun. I mean, I think being able to just have really frank discussions with each other has been not just fun, but also very enlightening.
I'm sure that I've mentioned it before, but if I haven't, I do want to tell you that I appreciate your friendship.
Oh.
I appreciate this relationship that we have, and this show that we have. I think it's beyond important. I'm just really grateful for this platform. I hope that people that are listening and calling in and texting and talking, that they're getting a lot from it, if not more than what we try to put out.
Yeah.
Because I have grown with the show with you since the beginning. And this show it is the propeller on hard days when I'm dealing with bigotries and the racisms of the world. I I always have this to reflect back on, to always keep my focus back into perspective.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. And so it's been a godsend for me. Absolutely, it has. And I'm just happy to be here. So how about that for reflections in December 2020?
I like that a lot. That is a good reflection. For me, it's been, super enlightening. I think I've grown as a person a lot in the last 6 months. Like some of my values have changed. My ideas about the way things are have changed. My ideas about the way things were have changed. I've become a lot more informed. I like you said, that our relationship, I love being able to just be able to sit down and talk to somebody in a very frank way, which is, I think, that's one of the big challenges that we have nowadays, is that people don't speak frankly and civilly with one another about really important things that should be talked about. I have concerns all the time. Like one of my main concerns is I know that there was a lot of fire around, the civil justice reform and 6 months ago, and that seems to have died down. And so I wonder often, what are we going to do? How are we going to keep pushing and
Absolutely.
keep pushing to
Absolutely.
make it happen? Because now a lot of people that I see that were on fire about it 6 months ago aren't. They're just
Absolutely.
They've let it go or let it go by the wayside. And so,
And pause.
Yeah.
Even on this end of the coin, being exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
And the unfortunate side of being tired is that it's easy to not want to fight because you're tired.
Yeah.
So what you were saying as far as how some of the die down, and then me being tired, but this is going back to again what I said about you can call in, Trevor, what I said about God, I hate when I lose my dang on train of thought.
I'm sorry.
When I forgot. Oh, when you're tired, just dealing with this this subject, honestly, as important as it is.
Yeah.
It's extremely emotionally draining.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the fatigue, quote unquote, comes in. You know? But it's necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Just like being a parent, it's tiring.
Yeah.
But you don't ever stop until the day you die. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then sometimes you parent from the grave, so to say. So this is it. This is what we're doing. You guys want to call in and feel free, 216-249-6991. Going forward, we're going to have lots of shows, lots of different subjects. We're planning something big actually for the month in February.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to pause. Yeah, we're just something big in the February. We're going to do some stuff around love, black and white love, black love, white love, whatever.
Yes. You've been sending me a lot of really great articles to talk about.
That's what I'm telling you. Like, as soon as I come across, I just shoot it to you.
Yeah.
Put it in the archives and get ready for it.
Yeah, and just read.
Yeah, and just read. Somebody's asking about being a guest on the show.
Who would like to be a guest?
Inbox. Somebody named Trevor Cruz. Actually, he was actually on the Ellen show.
Oh.
Because he created this birthday coin thing that he does. But I'm not going to go into that because if we do have him on the show, he'll let you know what it is that he's doing. But
what kind of coin was it?
I'll let him tell you all of that.
Fine.
We're just chit-chatting right now.
Okay, I got you. All right.
What's up, Mike from Boston? How's life in the meantime? Oh, that's another thing, we want to talk about. I want to know, what's the racial climate like in other parts of the world, and not the world too, but even stateside.
Yeah.
There's a lot of articles and things that we miss that people are getting locally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just stuff happening around the world. So check in with us, you guys. Let us know going forward in the future with our shows, just stuff going on. We're definitely open to more suggestions and more show ideas.
Yeah.
Inbox myself or John, and we'll go from there. Oh, we have a phone call.
All right. Hey, welcome to the Black and Mike series. Who am I speaking to right now?
This is Trevor. I just got a shout out from Erica.
Hey, Trevor.
Trevor. Hi, Trevor.
How are
Happy
you?
birthday.
Happy birthday, Trevor.
Thank you.
So,
I wanted to call and say hi, and you guys keep up the good work.
Just want to call and say hi and tell us to keep up the good work. We appreciate that, Trevor, very much.
Aw, that's so nice.
Yeah.
Today's Trevor's birthday, and Trevor, real quick, explain to John the thing that you do with the birthday coins that got you on the Ellen show.
Yeah, what is that? That's all about.
It's the troubleshooting Trevor Token. It's not a coin, because coins you can spend in vending machines, where these you can't. You just hold on to them.
Okay.
And it's just, are you on Instagram, John?
I am on Instagram, yeah.
Yeah, if you follow me at Token Trev, you'll see all the pictures of kids and adults with their token, and it's just a reminder somebody's thinking about you on your birthday.
Oh, that's fantastic, man. I love that idea.
Yeah. And I just actually, Erica and I were just talking a couple weeks ago, and her birthday is not till October.
Yes.
But I've already made hers and ready to get mailed out the last week of September of next year. So she has it well before her, I won't say what birthday it is, but just before her birthday.
Are you going to you're going to give her a token for her birthday next year?
Two.
He said, and for which birthday? He said he's not going to say which birthday.
Oh, I don't, 40. I'm 40 and fabulous next year. 2021, 40 and fabulous. Hey, a lot's happening next year. I'm getting married.
Oh.
I don't know who yet, but I'm putting it out there.
That's awesome. So yeah, that's where all it is done.
Awesome.
Close to 200 to 300 a month to kids and adults.
Well, I can't hear, so I'm just going off of you.
So you send two to 300 of these tokens out every month, and it's just kind of a reminder that somebody's thinking about you.
Yeah. Yep. And kids actually, like in my database, kids actually get a different color every year for 10 years.
So they get a different color every year for 10 years.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. Hey, Trevor, I'm loving what you're talking about. And what I think we should do is let's have Erica and I set up like a time for you to come in like January, and actually we'll have you as a guest, and we'll talk about this process and this program so that we can get it out here more well known in the Cleveland, Akron area.
Well, if we can relate it to the show.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
all
definitely.
right.
In the meantime, John, look me up on Insta, and I'll get your birthday and send you one as well.
Happy birthday, Trevor. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, happy birthday, man.
Hey, thanks, Erica.
All right.
Have a good week, guys.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So that just actually inspired me to think about maybe some ways that we can give back on the show, which can cost us little to nothing.
Yeah.
As far as because the thing is I don't know about you, but when I'm driving along and I see the people's signs in the yards, the Black Lives Matter, or I don't know, like we stand for whomever, they've gotten a little trendy.
Yes.
There's always, I wish I always had like a sticker that I could stick on there, like, thanks for your support.
Yeah.
But I mean, just, I don't know, something as small and simple as that, just to let people know that thank you for continuing to bridge the gap to equality, to humanity, to celebrating differences in a positive way. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
To ship, friendship, relationship, love ship, whatever. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just always want to tell people, with those signs or on their stickers or with the shirt, just like, listen, like, I appreciate you being an ally. I appreciate you being down for the cause, you know? Because especially with how the Trump administration handled, race relations in office and stuff like that. And how the world for a second seemed to be split up. And, one thing that stuck out to me among the presidential debates, the many that they have, was just simply when Joe Biden was like, hey, listen, it's not about one, two different parties or a red party or blue party. It's about all the parties. It's about one ship, all of us coming together for the greater cause. And so, I don't know. I just want to thank people for being on that side of the fence, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, and even the smallest of gestures is an important gesture in the fight, right?
100%.
So, I think, not to get too biblical, but the whole concept of the woman who gave all that she had, which was a very small amount of money, to Jesus, Sometimes it may seem like whatever you're giving is a very small thing, but whatever you have that you can give is important as well.
Absolutely, because it all leaves ripple effects in the earth, and that's the part that gets missing. It's not about how much or even how often. Granted, the more you give, the greater the seed. However, one ripple creates so many others, and we may not see the effects of it now, but maybe my son's generation will. Maybe his son's generation will.
Yeah.
So the point is to keep going and to keep giving.
Absolutely.
In a positive upward direction.
My friend Dwayne Anderson just said "doozer" to me. Hey, Dwayne, how are you doing? I used to work with Dwayne years ago at a company called Teletech. It was a great time. He was a really good guy. He's been following the show quite a bit. So.
Oh, well, hey nice to have you.
There's been some times where I've been thinking about a lot of the stuff that we talk about here on a fairly consistent basis. And one of the things that I had was, sometimes I get like negative self-doubt is like, is what we're doing having an effect? But it definitely is. I definitely believe that what we're doing here is having an effect on the way the world operates. And
I'm such a girl, I know.
Your hair looks great.
It's not. It's cute, but it's just the placement of it. I'm a girl.
I understand.
We need the black and white series merch. We do.
What kind of? Like a keychain? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that helps. A keychain, t-shirts.
I would love to do a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Actually,
yeah. And then we could put let me work on something. But we could put like a little pamphlet together or like questions on it if people really want to check themselves, to check their biases, to like games. I don't know. We'd figure it out. But we definitely need merch. Come on, listen. Speaking of merch.
Yes.
We need to get something building so people can donate if they want. Yes. But because we are planning on, can I tell them what we want to do?
Yeah, absolutely. Announce it.
So we are planning on taking this on the road, meaning we want to do a couple of docuseries. Of course, what our show is about. We want to, but there's a lot of history here.
Yes.
In Ohio, which a lot of people don't know or aren't familiar with. And we really want to dig into the stories.
Yeah.
I'm going to speak real quickly on the one in Akron about Sojourner. And then if you don't mind telling them about what you just found out quickly about Lorraine. And without giving them too much, though, because we want them to tune in to the series. But however, if you guys aren't familiar, there's a lot of history in Cleveland, Akron, just all over the place. Cincinnati, Columbus. And in Akron, Ohio is where Sojourner Truth made her last stop. And she did her famous Ain't I a Woman speech.
Beautiful speech.
Yeah. And they even have a plaque on the wall of the building of where she actually stood. And that's just something tiny. So we really want to explore our community and pick out the hidden stories. We want to talk to some people. If they're still alive, we've been in these times. We really want to go all in. He just got me hip to something exciting that came out of Lorraine, was it? Sandusky. I'm sorry. That's right. Tell them just a little bit though, because
I'll just give you a little brief. I've been watching a documentary series from Samuel L. Jackson called Enslaved, and it's a great documentary series on epics if you check it out. But real quickly, turns out Sandusky used to be called Station Hope, and the reason why it was called Station Hope is that escaped enslaved people would knew to go to Sandusky, Ohio, because in Sandusky, Ohio, there was a strong abolitionist movement from businessmen, lawyers, and judges. And because they were a port city, there were captains of ships, some of them who remained anonymous, that would pick up formerly enslaved people and take them to Canada. And the way they would do this is they would go through a canal. And once you're going through the canal, the canal, as it lowered, people could jump off the ship onto the land and then make their way to St. Catharines, which was the final place where Harriet Tubman.
And this is in Sandusky, right?
Yes, this was in Sandusky.
So this is so awesome. So FYI, since it is 2020,
yes,
and we're doing this in 2021, if you guys, like, you never know who people know. So, like, if you got family members or if you're living in any of these areas and you know any really cool, is cool okay word to use? I'm like, cool stories. I don't know if it's cool. Interesting stories. Yeah. Any really interesting stories, any connections on people who lived through there or grandparents who lived through there or whatever, please inbox myself or him because we are getting on this journey now.
Yes.
So we want to look this up. We want to set up interviews with whomever, whatever. And we're both super. There's so many things that him and I talk about that it's hard to keep track of because we like want to talk about it now. We want to do it now, but we can't. But yeah, so that's some of the things that we plan on doing.
Yeah.
Next year.
Yeah.
We are also going to.
February, I think, is going to be a lot of fun.
February is going to be a love month, as usual. Yeah. But we also want to talk about the Mr. Browder story.
Yeah, we really want to talk about Khalif Browder.
Which is, matter of fact, do you, because you're really good with retaining information, do you know, like, around what month he had got released?
He got released.
Or even died?
He got released from prison, from Rikers, in May of 2013. So
do you remember what month he died?
He died June of 2015.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just thinking of doing a tribute show to him in 1 month that's substantial to
absolutely,
you know, his moment.
He was just short of his 22nd birthday when he
When was his birthday?
It was also in June of 2000. June.
I'm trying to do it before then, but we'll see. Maybe not.
Okay.
His name is
Khalif Browder.
Khalif Browder. Yeah. I called him Mr. Browder.
Injustice.
Out of respect. So I don't know what's so funny. But.
I've actually started to call him because Jay-Z mentioned this in his documentary, and I believe this wholeheartedly. I think of him as the prophet Khalif Browder because I believe
reaching though. I don't know about
man. Some of that stuff he was talking about or that he did.
Yeah.
He stood up for a lot of people. Yeah.
So, Khalif?
Yeah.
Oh.
By refusing, but we'll get more into that in one of the episodes, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's just I was going back into the imagery is playing in my mind right now. So if you guys haven't seen the Netflix documentary, but we'll get into that because I want them to be all with us in the gusto when we start promoting that. But this is just telling y'all what's up.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Who is him? I don't know what you're talking about, Carrie, nor do I know who said anything about him. But
him.
He keeps saying, who is him? I don't know. I guess I referred to somebody or I said something as a him. I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know either.
I don't either. Yeah.
I'm
so what else? What else about the show? We're talking about memory lane here. Today's episode.
I think we've had some great episodes where one of the things I really like about it is we have topics, but then we really explore each other's like thoughts and feelings about what those topics are. And I love that even when I'm talking about thoughts and feelings, you're worried about your hair.
But I can hear everything you're saying, and I can tell you everything that you're saying.
Yes.
I just am on camera, and it looks funny because it's just weird. I'm such a girl. I am such a girl.
You're not wrong.
I am such a girl, even though I was tormented by doing all boy things growing up. My dad and my brother made me go fishing. I had to climb trees. I had to skip rocks, all the things that I'm not interested in doing right now.
I went fishing. You know what my problem with fishing and hunting are?
What?
You have to get up way too early in the morning to go fishing and hunting.
I know. But then sometimes, the fish are all, I don't know what that is about because the fish swim all day.
Yeah.
And mind you, we would be there at like dumb early and then we'd be leaving at like 1, 2, like we'd be there all day long.
My friend Christina says she likes you.
Oh, hi, Christina.
Yeah. She's cool. I like Christina.
Oh, they say my hair is cute.
Yeah, that was Lauren. She's from Cincinnati. Lauren's really cool. And Lauren, we need to get you to come talk to us about is there a song playing?
What?
There's not a song playing, is there?
We hear music, but it's not from us.
Did you turn the music off?
No, I haven't touched it.
Can you turn it off?
Hold on. Click the
Can you hear it in your headphones?
and push down. That's funny. Oh, now we no longer have. I couldn't hear it in my headphones, but that's fine. We're good. All right.
Oh,
That would be funny. Well, maybe we just have a little song underneath. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out, I guess. Christina says she used to go fishing with her dad at 6 a.m.
Ew,
and
he'd have to catch worms.
Ah.
Listen, my dad would make me. We would go buy the worms.
Oh.
But then they wouldn't let me fish if I didn't put the worm on the hook. So I was forced to put the worm on the bloody hook.
Oh.
And then fish with it. Now, the only thing they didn't let me do, thank God, because I think I got scratched or poked one time and cried. And so they took the fish off for me because, you have to,
That wasn't a song.
you got to slide your hand down and like hold it over the gills so that they don't spin out, and you got to hold, you know what I mean? Dude?
I do.
Because you look lost in the sauce.
I used to
hold
fish
the
bluegill
things
all the
down.
time. Yes, my grandfather loved to go pond fishing.
Memory lane of the hot seat. Selena is on one.
Oh, hot seat.
Yeah, you remember your hot seat?
I've had a couple of hot seats.
Listen, we all have hot seats.
I like it though. It challenges me.
It does.
It challenges
me too.
Challenges my ideas. Like I love having my ideas challenged.
Say what?
I'll put you on the spot.
Yes, it does put me on the spot.
But he's so good at on the spot. I think he's better on the spot than he is when he rehearses. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
No.
Like putting me on the spot because I like to think through things. Like I love problems.
You think on the fly. There's no lull. Like you don't have like let me just. I guess you're thinking as you're speaking, and then when your thought comes together is usually when you're at the end and you make the exclamation mark.
I think one of the things that what you're talking about is like internal monologue. I just instead of keeping it internal, I externalize it. It is gross, Christina. It absolutely is gross to put. I'm a dude and I do not like putting worms on a freaking hook. Not at all. I used to do that with my grandfather when I was like 10 years old.
Yes, Dwayne, buying worms from the store in the cooler with the ice cream. That's exactly. And they were in those little styrofoam things, like sitting right.
I kid you not. I once went fishing and I got one that had mold on it. The worm had a mold on it. I was like, first of all, how long does it have to be there to have mold on it?
Was it still moving?
It was still moving and it had mold on it. I was like,
probably because the stuff that the shavings that they put inside of the thing. And listen, this has nothing to do with this series. Let's move on.
We're just talking with our fans.
We're just talking with our friends and our fans.
What?
Before we started carrying some barf bags.
Yeah, before barf bags, yes, definitely.
Yeah. So, what do you remember? I wish we had clips to pull up from like our first show. Do you remember our very first show?
I do.
I still think that's the coolest show ever.
Actually, I watched our very first show about a week ago.
You did?
I did. And the reason I watched our very first show.
That's the show you was crying on? No.
That was like episode 5.
Yeah.
The reason I watched that first episode again is I wanted to see, did I grow? And
did you? What do you think?
I did. I really do. I think.
How do you know?
I'm a lot less hesitant about what I'm talking about. The other thing that I've done that's changed in my mindset is I realized that back then, and I didn't even realize it, is that there was a bit of a white saviorism complex that I had, right? And so here I am thinking that
I need a tambourine.
Okay. So here I am thinking that what I'm doing is the right thing, right?
I would be tamborining for you right now.
I like that you have a fake tambourine. Fake
yeah, see?
We got what we got.
But in churches, in black churches, we rarely ever, it's always.
I actually go to a black church.
You do?
Yeah, I go to Janice's church.
Who is your, where does she go to church?
She is the pastor of a church in Cleveland.
She pastors?
You didn't know Janice was a pastor? Yeah.
What's the name of the church?
Central Christian Church on the east side of Cleveland. I haven't been able to go very much because of
Wait a minute,
COVID
you live in Lorraine, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
You drive all the way to Lorraine and come all the way out here to go to her church?
I've only done it twice because...
But how long is that, like an hour drive?
It was about 45, 50 minutes. It was no longer than... Actually, it was shorter to get there than it was to get here.
Are you the only white person in the church?
Yes.
Are you?
I think so.
How does that feel?
I really...
Do white people feel weird when they're the only, when they're the minority?
Yes. Yes.
Weird in what kind of way?
for me, I can say that I just kind of feel out of place. Like one of the things I always worry about is if I'm going to say or do the wrong thing. Right. So that's one of the things I have going on with myself is am I going to say or am I going to do the wrong thing? And so as a result of that, I never really know. Did I say the wrong thing? Did I do the wrong thing? But let me get back to the whole white saviorism thing.
Okay,
So-
wait.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Because that's just, can we just marinate on this for just 2 more seconds?
Sure.
I just wanted to point out that that uncomfortness that you feel, that worrying about whether or not you're going to say the right thing,
Right.
the out of placeness that you feel,
Right.
imagine that almost every day, almost 24 hours a day long.
Yeah.
Almost 98% of the places that I go to, I'm always the minority.
Yeah.
I'm always out of place.
Yeah.
And I may not worry about saying the wrong thing,
Right.
but I'm definitely worried about what stereotype do they have?
Okay.
What stereotype am I perpetuating?
Right.
Am I looked at as the martyr for all Black people or the spokesperson for all? So I just thought it was interesting. That's why I asked these questions, because how does that make you feel? You know what I mean? Like
Right.
and then imagine that uncomfortableness
Right.
being a part of your every single day life.
Where,
And it's the times when that I'm not around, that I'm not the minority, that it's just awful.
Right.
Okay, God complex, you were saying.
Oh, God, you said God complex.
I mean, what kind of complex
God
was it?
complex. No,
After
that whole idea of white saviorism.
Oh yeah,
where
that is
white
God.
people,
That's a God complex. You think you saving?
sure, right. So the idea that you go into that the message of anti-racism has to be you have to go into a Black community to preach that. Well, that's stupid. It's already there, right? And so one of the things that's changed in me is I don't need to go into the Black communities to talk to you. I gotta go talk to the people.
That's where the work is, over there
in the white community, and that is where the work is. Like going into white suburbs, going into the places.
I want to come with you one day to see how they react to you.
Oh, you should check out a couple of things I posted on my Facebook recently.
Yeah, it's different. I want to be in the flesh.
So,
because people always get big and bad on Facebook, and they always poke their chest out and want to. But I want to be like, if you were at that town meeting and you were talking about, ooh, we should film this stuff. If you were talking, and they're talking about the sundown stuff or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And like to be there and to see you challenge their own ideas.
Yeah. Well, it was my friend Brent that did that. And
you said you were going to go one time. Yeah. So
I am.
Yeah.
It's very planned.
Yeah.
Very planned.
Yeah.
Very there is a way to do things out there.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm sorry for interrupting, but you were saying.
Not at all. It's very planned. I will say, so yes, so my viewpoint has changed. And here's something that has been the kind of nice thing about that is that I feel more comfortable here at school than I do in my everyday life right now. Yeah. I feel more comfortable here being with my students and my peers than I do anywhere else because I understand conceptually what we're talking about now.
And it's a safe space. And unfortunately, home isn't.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And I get what and I also get that I'm here to just, teach a lot of our students a skill set.
You're here for way more than that.
And that
But you started your sentence off wrong, so I know you gave me that look like, well, I was gonna say, well, then start off your sentence with
differently, right? So I have a purpose. And
look at that.
Yes, and that purpose is different. And so change is inevitable, and girding myself right now is becoming a part of this thing.
T-shirt, change is inevitable.
Oh, I like that.
The Black and White series, that's it.
Change is oh, that's like a good tagline for us.
I know. Hashtag and the T-shirt.
I like it.
Change is inevitable.
It's
The Black and
3:28.
White series. Oh, we gotta go.
Yeah, we got to go. We're going to be back 2 weeks from now, though. I think.
Dang, yo, that was like the quickest half hour ever.
So
really
you want to do December 23rd? Do a Christmas episode?
Is this open, or maybe that Tuesday? Either one.
We'll be open. We're actually open Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, then let's come back because I'm not going out of town.
Well, guys, it's been awesome talking to each and every one of you. I'm glad that you guys have responded and have talked to us. I love that you have been on this journey with us, a lot of you, for the past 6 months. And we
Thank
look
you
forward
so
to
much.
years of this.
Years. Thank you so much.
And
Thank you
expect
guys
more
so
from
much.
the Black and White series.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you, Dwayne.
Thank you, Dwayne.
Thank you, Rafiq. I really appreciate it.
Rafiq. Oh, thanks, Rafiq.
Yeah. All
This
right.
wasn't even the real show. Not how we normally do it. This was just a reflections.
Yes.
I hate that people are tuning in for the first time and not really getting a real show.
Well, you know what?
I mean, it's real, but you know what? Sometimes like our topics be like, and we just be like, and then our phones be like,
Yeah.
and then we get inboxes for days like.
But you know what?
Must be the taglines there.
I think
yes,
But here we are. We're on the verge of, I think, something that's going to alter lives. So, let's do
Amen
it.
to that.
All right, guys. It's been a real pleasure speaking to you, all of you. I'm John Dusenberry.
No, his name is Dusenby, and
Dusenby.
this is your girl. No, he's John Robert Dusenberry, and this is your girl E. Nicole, and this is the
Black and White
Black and
series.
White series. See y'all 2 weeks.